Join me as I slap a coat of paint on my kitchen cabinets and it changes everything. Hi, I'm Paula, the retired stay-at-home mom. You may not know this about me, but when my children were little, I decided to go back to school for interior design. And I did get an associate's degree in interior design. I was never really able to parlay that degree into a career. I have worked with several designers. One particular designer that I worked for basically informed me that I did not have the taste level to ever really be successful in interior design. And that was a crushing blow I was unable to overcome. So these days, I use what I learned in my design degree on my own home. We bought a fixer. We bought it because we love the land, we love the area. We have 2.5 acres backed up to woods. Nothing will ever be built behind us. It's a very serene country-like setting, but the house needs work. Our house was a corporate-owned rental. Some corporation with a designated color scheme. I've seen these finishes in many houses while we were shopping for houses. Gray walls, gray floors, 5,000 Kelvin bright white lights in every fixture. Bright white trim. It comes off as cold and clean and modern, and we did not decide to buy this house because someone decided to skin it in gray and bright white lights. We bought it in spite of that, because of the land and because we were confident we could fix it. Now that we've been living here, we realize there's a lot more that needs to be fixed than just the color scheme. And so we've started tackling a lot of these structural and foundational problems one by one. This cold winter, I absolutely could not continue to live in that kitchen. I hated my kitchen. It actually functions very well for me. I'm able to do everything I need to do to create all the meals I need to create, including Thanksgiving and Christmas, but I hate going in there. I hated the gray paint. Our cabinets are so gross that before we moved in, my husband and I spent a couple days and we painted the insides of all the cabinets because they appeared to be original to the house. The house was built in 1978. The cabinets were built in place, as far as I can tell, because they are not individual cabinet boxes. The toe kicks apparently were removed in order to put the floors in, but no one ever replaced the toe kicks. So it has a very unfinished feel, even though these were completely finished cabinets 50 years ago. There were a lot of things about my kitchen that I didn't want to continue to live with. And I had to buy deck and floor paint to paint stairs. I had to buy a gallon of it in order to get the finish that I needed. And now I have 4/5 of a gallon as I try to decide whether or not I am frugal or I am cheap. One thing is for sure, I cannot let the rest of that gallon of paint go to waste. And I'm not going to paint all of my floors that color. It is Sherwin-Williams Smolier. I love it on the stairs. I love the color, it's beautiful. So I thought, well, deck and floor paint, that's gotta be pretty durable and washable. And it could be a completely appropriate finish for my kitchen cabinets. Satin, that works. So I tested on this desk area and then I continued it around the back of this peninsula. You can see in my counters that there are purple flecks in this granite. It's kind of a busy granite, I don't love it, but this gave me a good opportunity to pull that color, and that paint does complement my granite countertops, so away we go. So let's take a look at these cabinets and where we are now. They've been painted several times, looks like, and I don't think correct prep was ever done because it very easily goes back to the original 1970s wood. The painting job that was done was very slapdash. You can see all the painting marks. You can see all the gouges out of the drawers and the doors. I hope to replace them entirely within 2 to 3 years. Should I have removed the hardware? Probably. I just didn't feel like messing with it, so I taped over it and away we went. I cleaned the cabinets well. In the process, took off more paint. I also went over them with a sanding block to rough up the surface to hopefully let this paint last for a while. I accomplished painting these cabinets in a single afternoon. I am really happy with how this paint looks on these cabinets. My husband was kind of jealous when he heard that I was painting today. I suspect that even though my plan is only to paint these bottoms and move on with my life, I suspect this project is going to grow. I hope that you will consider liking, subscribing, and coming back again as we take it from the gray-skinned corporate-owned rental to our home.